Hey guys, welcome back, and thank you for choosing to watch this and choosing to let me be in your homes. I do appreciate it. Now, let's get started. We're going to talk about one of the greatest metal, thrash, speed, any genre, well, maybe except the metal of album of all time. This ranks up, I mean, I don't think, me personally, it's up there. No, I don't have a personal favorite, so I'll just get that out of the way. But if I was to pick a top 10, this would definitely be either one or two, maybe three, depending on what I put in that list. And of course, I'm talking about Metallica's Ride the Lightning. Of course, this is a reissue. I mean, God knows I can't afford the original. I got the lyric sheet there. Got that badassery going on there. Alright. We all know the history behind the album. I'm just going to get straight to the music. Now, first off, as a teenager, this album was definitely a major influence on myself and how I developed as a musician and playing guitar. Fade to Black was definitely the first, guitar riff and jam. Well, no, I take that back. AC/DC, for those about to rock, was the first guitar riff I learned. But the first guitar riff I learned and played along with something was definitely Fade to Black. Life changing experience. But alright, let's begin. First off, we start off with Fight Fire with Fire. It starts off acoustically and beautifully. And then, like a charging train, it hits you and blood and guts go everywhere. And it is probably one of the fastest songs Metallica ever did. I mean, this thing buries almost anything speed metal that's out there. One of the, I mean, it's so heavy, the crushing weight can't, the crushing weight crushes everything below it. It's just, holy fuck. But alright, after that, we get Ride the Lightning, which is back in the news because Dave Mustaine, Megadeth is doing a cover of it for his last album. So that's pretty cool. But for the longest time, of course, I don't know if it's true or not, just a rumor. But for the longest time, I always heard that Metallica didn't play this song because Kirk Hammett just didn't know how to play it very well. That of course, that was rumor because I've seen him, not seen it myself, but I've heard of him play live and everything like that. So yeah. Now we get to one of the most overplayed songs ever. I mean, it does kick ass. I mean, don't get the wrong idea. But for whom the bell tolls. In my neck of the woods, East Tennessee here, this song is played quite a bit on the radio. And not just by one, but by 4 different radio stations. What do you think? Three, maybe sometimes 4. Okay, I had to think there for a second. Alright. It gets played a lot. And speaking of getting played a lot, the next song, of course, is Fade to Black. Now, of course, as a teenager, hearing this song just changed how I approached music, how it changed how it showed me that I can start something slow and build it, and get that kind of vibe going. And that was good. That was so awesome in my musical journey. Alright. Side 2, we have Trapped Under Ice. And that's probably the underrated gem in this album. I mean, just, I don't know, there's something about it. And also another side note here, when I was growing up playing Super Nintendo, you had Mario World, of course. I would turn the volume down on Mario World and jam this album. And I would always go back to Trapped Under Ice. Because for some reason, I really like playing that in the water worlds and stuff and hearing the song. Go figure. Alright. Next song, on side 2, is Escape. And I curse this song. Reason being is I have read magazines, and yes, I do agree with. And this reason why I'm saying this is I feel like this song inspired a lot of bands that wound up really sucking, like Five Finger Death Punch or Donkey Punch, excuse me. God, I forgot where I got that from. I think it was that Thralls and Metal. Can't remember the dude's name, but yeah, bands like that took that song and just ran with it, or that style of it. It's like a precursor almost. Precursor to Divorced Dad Rock. There you go. Alright. Next is Creeping Death, and by far my personal favorite song on this album. Holy cow. This thing is just insanely good. Trying to learn the guitar solos on this was so hard for me. But it got done. And I mean, hats off to Kirk Hammett on that one. I mean, those are just insane. Hats off to James Hetfield too, and all this, by the way. This dude is a riff master. I mean, when people talk riffs, you should put James Hetfield along with the likes of Tony Iommi, Scott Ian, Richie Blackmore, and the list goes on. And then the last song, and what a send-off. I mean, 8 minutes and 52 seconds of some of the greatest music you'll ever hear. And that's including orchestral versions later on, by the way. And we're talking The Call of Cthulhu. This song just takes you on a journey. Just sit back, like kick back, roll on, do whatever you do. Take a drink. I mean, just roll with it. And the ending of this album, you feel like you're satisfied. You feel like you went on that musical journey. But alright. Metallica, Ride the Lightning. I give this one a solid 9 out of a 10. And the only reason why I don't get a 10 is because of the song Escape. That's it. Alright. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you next time. Alright.